Well, in our previous video, I made a big speech about how the kittens had outgrown this thing and that they were just going to be living in the bathroom and that's not going to happen because all of a sudden they just seemed like they were looking for their house and they came out and they were like over in this area and they're happy to be back in their house. And she's gonna eat some dinner now. So I jumped the gun in the last video. Yes, they just turned 6. Yes, she's calling Bunny is what she's doing. Bunny walked by and he's like taunting her with his attractiveness, with his rock star good looks. But anyway, what I was going to say. Oh, so the thing is they do need this little environment for a while longer. Not only is it what they have come to know and feel safe in from the time of their arrival 7 weeks ago. 7 weeks ago. I'm insane. 7 days ago. They're here exactly 1 week. But John, you're saying you're proud of me. I am proud of you because you were almost ready to. That was amazing that you were willing to let them, branch out or at this age. But absolutely, they showed you that they need more structure, and that's as it should be. Tomorrow might be the day that is their last day in this thing, or maybe they need another night. But for tonight, I tell you, they need the warmth also, because when you close that hatch and you put the covers on, that's what they like. They like being in this dark little tiny cave, right? Yeah, and they like having you right next to them. They like being able to hear you breathe. They like seeing your foot dangle over the edge when they cry. Yeah, it is when they cry during the night, all I got to do is put my foot over the top and they see my foot and they go back to sleep. And they wouldn't have that if they were in the bathroom, even though they're close by and they would hear your voice. It's not the same. They know you can just reach right in and give them a hug. Oh, here comes Handsome. Gladys, you're missing the show. Bunny is really teasing them at this point because he knows. Look at that. Look. Like, this is some good footage, right? Look, Gladys is she's flirting with him. It's shameless, yeah. There's your food, honey. There you go. That's good. And now that I look at them, they're not too big for this, thank God. I jumped the gun. They're fine. Look at her. She's just like, Bunny, please come back. Please. Oh, please come back, Bunny. You don't know how much I mean to you. Here he comes. Look at this. Watch Gladys. Bunny, why are you hissing at her? He's acting just like a man. Well, like a very handsome man. Bunny. I found those lamb insoles. I couldn't think of a better thing to do that she would love that. Yeah. And sure enough, she's stepping on it, like with her little feet. Yeah. For Easter time, lamb insoles. Yeah. Kind of sad, but. Bunny, what's up, kid? You got 2 girlfriends there. Are you gonna share with your brother Baba? Or are you just thinking twice about whether you want anything to do with them? Let me stretch my leg here. So I was just showering them with a whole bunch of love and snuggles before bed, and they're so happy to be petted, and they're just it warms my heart. They're so visibly thrilled to be in their playpen. It's almost like when you go camping and you love going. I've always been, when I would go camping, like at a campground in a tent. I loved that time of day, getting in that tent with a little flashlight and laying there in my sleeping bag and Herman that picture of him up there on the thing is his one and only camp trip that we took him in a tent. And that was the next morning when he woke up inside the tent. And that's his face, how happy and thrilled he was about waking up inside a tent. And, he went on a lot of camp trips in cabins, but that was his only one in a tent. And he was so excited to wake up in that tent. And these little guys, they're reminding me like they're excited to be back in their tent right now. That's so true, Lena. Yeah. They're just loving it. So that's it. Kitties are in the tent for one more night at least. Yeah. All right, let's start pulling the blankets up for them and a couple more snuggles, and then that's it. We're all beat today. Boot camp has my body all beat up, but kitten boot camp is the best boot camp in town. I highly recommend it. It's for a worthy cause. Adopt a couple of kittens. Always get them in a pair. They're no more work. I promise you they're not. When you get them this small, 2 kittens are no more work than 1. In fact, they're a lot less work because they keep each other busy all day long. And they need so little. Couple of snuggles, some nice snacks, some nutritious foods, some clean litter, fresh water. Does that sound like too much and you can't handle it? All right, then don't do it. But I'm doing it. Me too. Yeah.